Welcome back to the Talk Tonight. Article on Forbes.com today from Syracuse University's university professor calls Syracuse's civic distinctions embarrassing. Carl Schramm says the city of Syracuse has gone from one of the best educated and healthiest populations to one known for high poverty and economic challenges. He says we can turn it around by investing locally, reducing some regulation, and the question is, can the city bounce back? Now, Carl Schramm wrote this as he has recently returned to Central New York after being from here and attending Lemoyne College. Now he's a university professor at Syracuse University. Used to be in Kansas City at the Kauffman Foundation, and he has great credentials. Taught at Hopkins. He's got a law degree from Georgetown, a doctorate. He has all kinds of credentials. And then there's this article where he just rips into our town that is his hometown, which is, I don't know, it's kind of depressing to read, quite honestly. And he's reaching back so far to our history that he's complaining that people don't even know about the people that invented the typewriter or the Brannick device or the Carrier air conditioning. But he's missing so much of the story of where the decline came in the last 60 years. I guess I'm glad he wrote it. It gets a point of discussion, but I'm not sure I like what he says.
Yeah, it certainly gets you thinking. I think, you know, because I'm not from here. I grew up in Kansas City and came here and decided to stay, and my family is here now. The one thing that I have noticed is that a lot of people that I talk to, they don't say, I'm from Syracuse with pride. Now, that is not everyone.
No, but I hear you.
But I think that is almost one of the downfalls. Collectively, you know, you want to stand tall and say, I am from Syracuse, and our winters, they're the best. We love to go skiing. We love all this. And a lot of people kind of tend to sort of focus on the negative, unfortunately, it seems.
Yeah. Michael, what do you think?
You could work for Center State CEO, the former chamber, because that's the message that they always try to get out there, which is certainly a valid one. I think this is so, first of all, it's such a slam piece, but it's a slam piece based on evidence that we all know.
Right.
And we know the history of this area. I wish the piece dug into root causes. What caused Syracuse to go from what was a very, very vibrant community to now one of the poorest in the state? Take me through that story, and let's argue those points, how that happened.
Well, there's also a lot of national policy and shifts in our country that have affected our community, as well as Buffalo, Utica, you know, upstate corridor, Rust Belt cities.
This makes it sound like Syracuse did it to itself.
That's right.
And that's what I don't like about this. It makes it sound like it just happened to itself.
People moved to warmer climates. They used air conditioning, which we worked on and invented and gave it to them. And business and factories moved overseas. The jobs went with them. All those things. And another piece that he doesn't touch on here, which I'm surprised he didn't get to, is the change in the social structure of government and how it used to be that an immigrant would come to the country and have no safety net. They had to find a way to either help each other or start a business, create an entrepreneurial spirit.
That's how our neighborhoods were born.
Our country's different in that respect now. We give a really nice safety net to a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, I reached out to him today, hoping that he might come on. He hasn't gotten back to us yet, but I'm
maybe
hoping
another time.
that another time. I also reached out to the mayor's office today to see if they had any comment on this. They have not gotten back to me yet either, although I would imagine they would point to the cranes in downtown and all the development that we've seen there. Certainly, they've really been focusing on the heart of downtown in order to grow the rest of the city.
It's provocative, but it fails on two accounts. It doesn't tell the entire picture, and it also doesn't articulate really strong solutions that are very fact-based and very concrete.
Great idea. If Carl Schramm's watching or somebody that knows him, we'd love to have him come on. Come on tomorrow, next week, anytime. As always, thank you for participating in our talk tonight. Remember, you're always invited to join the conversation. Leave your comments on our Facebook page and our webpage too. Follow us on Twitter. #TheTalkCNY. Makes newsflash. Matt Mulcahy and Michael Benny. There are handles right there. Well, right now on CNY.